Sunday nights, we would be in my grandmother's living room and there would come Walt Disney on the screen. It was something that you could share with everyone, and it always gave you joy.
First thing I did when I got a little money to experiment, I put all my artists back in school. The art schools that existed then didn't quite have enough for what we needed, so we set up our own art school.
Well, you were inventing a new art anyway.
Well, yes, but we were just going a little bit beyond what they were getting in the art school, where they work with the static figure. Now, we were dealing in motion, movement, and the flow of movement, the flow of things, action, reaction, all of that. So we had to set up our own school. And out of that school have come the artists that now make up my staff here, and more than that, the artists that make up most all of the cartoon outfits in Hollywood. Were directly or indirectly out of my school.
I'm doing, I think, as much animated cartoon as I've ever done. The only thing is I diversify. I developed a lot of talent over the years, and I couldn't use all of this talent for the cartoon, so I went into the nature film. And then, just for the fun of it, we went into doing films with humans. And just diversifying, breaks the monotony of things.
But the basic philosophy of what we're planning for Disney World is going to remain very much as it is right now. We know what our goals are. We know what we hope to accomplish. And believe me, it's the most exciting and challenging assignment we've ever tackled at Walt Disney Productions. I don't believe there's a challenge anywhere in the world that's more important to people everywhere than finding solutions to the problems of our cities. But where do we begin? How do we start answering this great challenge? Well, we're convinced we must start with the public need. And the need is not just for curing the old ills of old cities. We think the need is for starting from scratch on virgin land and building a special kind of new community. So that's what Epcot is, an experimental prototype community that will always be in a state of becoming.
Well, it came about when my daughters were very young, and Saturday was always Daddy's Day with the two daughters. So we'd start out and try to go someplace with, different things, and I would take them to the merry-go-round, and I took them different places, and as I'd sit there while they rode the merry-go-round, did all these things, sit on a bench, eating peanuts, I felt that there should be something built, some kind of an amusement enterprise built where the parents and the children could have fun together.
In Tomorrowland, a monorail which started operations only 2 years ago has already outgrown its original circuit. Its new extension leaves the Tomorrowland area of the park to parallel a modern freeway. Along this stretch, the monorail's passengers can experience a practical application of transportation of the future. Appropriately called a highway in the sky, the new Disneyland monorail system covers 2.5 miles. Not only is the monorail system an entertainment attraction, but its new extension links the park with the Disneyland Hotel. It is not impractical to believe that such a monorail system could well be the answer to the growing traffic congestion in our city. Well, I guess you could call it daydreaming, but that's the way Disneyland was conceived. A dream that grew into a reality.